ABCD stands for Asset-Based Community Development. So the asset people often think of as buildings, but it's not. It's what's in the community. So your friends, your networks, the groups that you're part of, the skills you might have. But part of that has been part of that connection. And so you can be actively, mentally, physically and socially put them together, and your chances of living a better life dealing with illness and trauma are much higher.
My role is to lead and manage the service. I manage the contract on behalf of East Riding of Yorkshire Council. So I manage the Link service, the Connect service, and then we were fully supported by the Build service and the VCS provider, which is Smile Foundation.
So you go to your GP and you're worried about unhappiness, you're lonely and you want antidepressants. Well, do you really want a whole set of pills and maybe then sit at home? Or the alternative is to be connected back into things around you, the things you used to do, used to enjoy. So if we can make that connection back, get you to use your skills again, and you can offer things back into your community and support other people.
The first time she came to me was about 3-4 months ago. Hardly got anything out of a Hill session because she just cried the whole way through it. She is a carer for her dad who has dementia. She's had to leave her job because of her caring role. She didn't really feel like she had a worth in life because she used to care for her mum. Her mum passed away, so then she generally felt like she didn't know what she was doing anymore. She was in a lot of debt because the only thing that she felt made her happy was shopping online. So she shopped and shopped and shopped, got in loads of debt. That caused her to obviously get depression because of the people that were constantly at her. People wanting money off her, places like Very. And that brought on her alcohol problem. So she started drinking because that was the only way that she found helped her.
I came in, it was a Monday morning, I'd had a bad weekend, I'd been on the drink, sat up crying all evening, and I thought I've got to do something. I felt that was no use to anybody, and I did come to the point where I had considered ending it, and I thought I have to do something. And I came and they saw me straight away and they put me on, the doctors got me to see Jess. And from there, I mean, it's been a while, good few months, but I'm at the best I've ever been for many years.
Today she attends the gym every day. That's her thing that she does for herself now. Initially she didn't do much for herself at all. She is supported by carer support, so she feels a lot more like people are behind her with her caring role. Her alcohol, she only drinks on a weekend, a couple of glasses of wine now. And she's a lot happier within herself as well.
Practically she saved my life really, because I mean, I just couldn't see a way forward. I didn't know where else to go.
He'd just been mugged, had his NHS walking stick stolen. He was quite tearful, very anxious, so sat him down. Found out what the issues were, and it soon became apparent that there was this whole history of things.
Since 1997 I ran quite a successful company and we ended up with a recession, weathering the worst of it, but people stopped paying us and ended up where we lost the company, 12 people out of work, and ended up losing the house, the business obviously, and my previous co-director Peter, he died of a massive brain tumour within 5 weeks of them finding it. And then the love of my life, after 35 years marriage, said, right, I want to divorce. I ended up living in an old caravan. I didn't have any facilities, no heat, no electricity, no water, no running water. And I was referred by my doctor because I was getting further and further depressed and spiralling downwards. Phil's going to be helping me, hopefully, to become more comfortable with meeting with people again, because I find that now extremely difficult. Even family members. The first year after my divorce, I was invited to my daughter with my grandkids and son-in-law for Christmas, and I just couldn't face going to them, so it's been quite a spiral downhill. I always found it very difficult to ask for help. And I didn't anticipate when I met with Phil. I just said, look, I'm becoming a hermit again. I'm having problems. I've been having some very dark thoughts as well after 5 years by myself. And now I can see that, yeah, there is hope at the end of the tunnel. So Phil's going to be, like now, tomorrow I've got an interview with the local leisure centre. I'm going to be doing, I forget how many weeks it is, use of the training facility or for the whole leisure facility to try and get fitter again. I put about 2.5 to 3 stone on since my fighting days, as it were, since losing the company through inactivity. And Phil's going to help me get a bit more physical mobility, and probably more importantly the emotional side of things back on track.
We've come up with a unique model called a community hive, where what we'll be doing is looking for the queen bees within the community and sharing peer-to-peer learning, where we can take best practice from one charity, no matter how big or how small they are, and passing that on to other community leaders. We'll be doing that through a very different approach, so there'll be online support for charities, then there'll be offline support where we're looking at almost TED Talk style and presentations where community leaders and charities can come in and tell and share their best practice, and then we can add some skills and resources to that and create a vibrant community, whether it's in Goole, whether it's in Beverley, whether it's in Hornsey, Widdenty. And we've already been working within the communities in East Riding and Smile for the last nearly 10 years. We've been doing that in the background, and this is our opportunity to shine and be more proactive within the East Riding community and give the charities and community groups the skills, contacts, resources they need to connect with the social prescribing to make sure that people have a healthier and happier life.